Whoops, guys! I accidentally turned
Yeah,
off my
because I
body
knew.
cam there.
Yeah, because, whenever I get a government job, they're totally going to look at this and be like, oh, well, he was racist to a fake
Listen,
fantasy
man.
creature.
Listen, man.
Let's
Listen, man.
let's not hire
Changelings are
him.
my favorite. All
It's
right, changelings are
indicative
my
of your
favorite.
character.
I'm the
Oh,
president of the United
here we go.
States. Fuck this guy.
Anyways. Does anybody want to stop at the guard post with the clearly unwell elderly guard that you met before? Or are we just going in?
Was I shouting at him that one time I was drunk in Montreal?
I think so, yeah. I don't remember much of what you said though, so neither does he. So it's fine.
Okay, nice, perfect.
Yeah.
He was also drunk because I don't remember that
It works out
conversation. Like
good.
point
You
blank.
went full alpha for no particular reason.
Wait, did I?
And when I say alpha, I mean like, Asperger's, but
Ah, yes, of course.
Hell yeah.
Either way, that's whatever. I don't remember what you said. So anyways,
That sounds more right. That sounds more correct.
he'll just anyways, so he'll just wave at you as you go in. He's already warned you all once, and he assumes that this new fellow has been told at some point on the walk here. So unless anyone's going to say anything, you can enter the abandoned city. Okay. So
Jezal's gonna wave back.
he gives a little bit of a cough when you see he's got some scars and boils on him. He's clearly very unwell.
We removed one of those conditions though because we're idiots with healing potions.
Yeah. The Synod felt bad for him because I pretended to cough a lot, and he just gave him something
Oh, that
that's
was
worth
actually the
more than
week I had
gold.
COVID.
Yeah. All right, so entering the city, it is much like how you left it. For Eckhart Gabe's sake, it is. You don't see anyone. There are a couple hundred people that still live here. They're all down by the docks. You don't immediately see anyone. There's a lot of refuse. There's a lot of piles of burnt things, which include bones. You can assume.
I like burnt things.
You can assume very easily, very quickly, that these are just sort of they burn bodies in the city because that's how dire things are. And that's how desperate they are.
Well, if they were actually desperate, they'd eat the bodies. But
Eat a bunch of diseased bodies. That is not,
hey, man, it's better than dying of
extra
starvation.
flavor.
that's
Extra
not-
flavor.
They're not. They got
protein.
ships. They got fish.
Yeah, but the maggots are more protein.
Good point.
Anywho, there are a few dogs and feral dogs and other animals that give you a wide berth, but they are on the streets. There's lots of broken things like carts and chairs and tables. There are doors that have been kicked in and doors that are sealed up with 50 different slats of wood. There's paint or something that marks walls that says like, Marta, we're going to Dan's city, or meet you in Vargras,
Okay.
or something like that. Lots of just messages to people in case anyone comes in. There's quite a few would say plague house, keep out pox. Heading north along the ring wall of the city, up towards where the necromancer you're supposed to meet is. There's no real wildlife of any kind. Walking
Or
along,
bones, or corpses, funny enough.
no bones, no corpses. The streets are free of organic things. There's still overturned barrels and all kinds of detritus.
At this point, Jezal is gonna ask, "So what exactly are we doing?"
Oh, we never told you,
We
huh?
we're going to. Yeah, why don't you go ahead and fill him in?
Me, Philip.
Well, someone should fill him in. I don't quite know how to word it.
I,
So,
I don't think there's a good way to word it.
we are fixing a mistake, and
That's not wrong. That's true.
going to use the necromancer to do it. I suppose. Just stay alert. I guess. We don't really know what's going to expect because we haven't met her before.
Do tell me if something happens and we do need to dance the spears, because I am more than willing. Just point out the enemy.
Yes, that will happen. It'll be the one person here. It's almost like we're searching for them.
We
okay.
have a lot to do. Yeah. When the dust settles, we'll try and give you a heads up on what to expect after that, because Mazikeen may set you on edge with one of her friends that she knows. So, one thing at a time, though. We'll just sort of go through this piecemeal, as it were.
Do not worry, friend. I am not racist like you.
No, of course not. Everyone is equally beneath you and able to
No one
benefit
is
you
beneath me.
through their
No
laws.
one is beneath me.
Mazikeen, do you want to chime in at all, since this is mostly your fault?
No, I'm good.
Mostly.
You're doing a wonderful job.
Wonderful. It's nice to see you taking responsibility.
Oh, I never
Right.
said I was.
Yeah, that is right. Well, what is? Oh, it's one of those. And looking up the road, you see a young buck, young stag, just like maybe a foot worth of horn out of total. Still got the felt, the fuzz that they have on them. And like you can see its rib cage, the whole flank of it is missing. The eyes are bright, unblinking. It is not breathing as it stares at you. Well, she certainly knows we're here now. If you can hear us, could you perchance guide us to your house so we find it as quickly as possible? There's a little bit of a pause, and then the stag begins walking up the road. From what we know, the necromancer watches things around here with animals. So just mind your manners, I suppose. Following the deer up the road, you eventually come to a blockade, which is just tables and sewing machines and barrels and wagon wheels. It's very haphazard, very clearly made by civilians, I suppose. Very Les Mis looking. And the deer walks into a house to the left. And following the deer, you walk through into the house and you turn left to go into the house, and then turn right, and you see a whole passageway has been made. It's big enough for everybody, but not by much. make your way through several houses and come out on the other side of the blockade. A little bit more walking, and you begin to see a lot of animals of various sizes and shapes, all of which don't breathe, don't blink, and quite a lot of them have parts missing.
Or falling off.
Beg your pardon?
Or falling off, I was gonna say. I mean, I was just trying to add to it, okay? Why you gotta give me so much shit for it?
I certainly hope this is not some sort of ambush. This is a lot of creatures to deal with. So there's
They are watching us.
There's a wolf or maybe a wild dog that's had half of its mouth ripped past, so you can see right where the jawbone is, and you can watch as it moves a little bit. There's at least 2, maybe 3 birds with broken necks or a broken leg. Not that they seem to notice. Like, it affects them, but they don't notice. Like, they're not in pain or anything. There's a horse that's missing large chunks out of its neck. Its mane is tattered up and just ripped. It's halfway hanging off, like somebody started to flay it and then just stopped. Eventually, you will come to the necromancer's house, which is up against the city wall. It's 2 levels, very very square, very old world, very ancient world. I suppose very simple. And you see a black obelisk with a brazier on it that is burning a blue-green flame. It's about maybe 5 feet tall. You also see 6, 7 chairs that are laid out in the form of an aisle leading up to the brazier. You do not see any humanoid creatures yet. That is...
Oh, not losing your nerve yet, buddy?
Yeah, if you'd like to leave, no one would blame you at all.
This place is unsettling. It would be dishonorable to leave anyone here.
That is
No
very
honor
kind
being
of you.
held.
Yes, that is
I
a
mean,
very strong act you're putting on. I can't wait to see how long
also,
it lasts.
there is some honor in being able to die another day. People have responsibilities. Let's not be too hasty to judge, okay?
Is a good point.
Feel like our exits are diminishing rather quickly.
There's still the sky.
Yes, you're not wrong. Should we sit? I suppose. If you're here, we're going to have a seat and await your presence. You don't hear anything in return, but Rashariel goes and sits in one of the mismatched wooden chairs, throws his pack down, all that good stuff.
I'll go pop a squat next to Vishariel.
Alright.
I don't know if we still have any healing potions, but you should probably get a bit of rest at least.
It's a good idea. He's gonna kind of like walk over to a corner or something and just sit down and start meditating.
Chills?
Is AFK.
I'm reading.
Oh no, she's not.
Oh,
I'm
oh
reading.
shit.
I'm reading. Sorry.
Okay, alright, what do you do? You're at the hut. What are you doing? 2 people are sitting, well, everybody's sitting down. Just 2 of them are at the chairs.
Well, I'm squatting down.
Oh,
Thank you very much.
he's doing a Slavic squat. Yeah.
I'm doing a Chinaman squat.
Okay. Yeah, that.
I am drawing symbols in the dirt.
All right. It's a little tough to find dirt, but you're working it out. You're figuring it out.
You remove some of the stones.
Yeah. There you go. Why not?
Mhm.
You could just write it on the dead animals for all I care. But all right, so you put it on. You're writing. Mazikeen is scribbling in the dirt. So
I find a
after-
little dead animal.
a little dead animal. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, a little. Dead
You know
animal.
what? There's a undead squirrel that just
Oh,
can't
perfect. That's exactly what I needed.
Ah!
I'm gonna make you join your brothers.
Oh, jeez.
I'm gonna walk up to the squirrel and kind of extend my pointer finger at it. I was about to call it the trigger finger there. That's wrong. My index.
There you go. You're just gonna point at it? Alright.
No, I'm kind of gonna like bring it up like you would like to get a cat to sniff you to familiarize yourself.
Alright. You stretch your hand out, to maybe let it get a sniff. But it's
I'm black scaling it though, just by the way. I'm like very obviously black scaling it. I'm not even hiding it at all.
alright. It doesn't. I'll roll for it and see what happens.
It shits upon your hand.
Verily.
I'm about done with
Alright,
this sojourn.
16. It doesn't really seem particularly motivated to approach you. It's just sort of watching.
Oh no, but I walk up to it and shove my
oh,
finger
oh.
under its nose.
Okay. You walk up to it and shove your fingers under its nose. It doesn't breathe, but it does almost instinctually reach its little hand out and just goes and just sort of grabs one of your fingertips. And then it looks up at the sky.
You want to go see your siblings? Oh, come here. I'm going to pick it up and bring it back to the middle of the group.
Okay, you pick it up and bring it back to the middle of the group. It doesn't seem to really register much of what you're doing at all.
I'm going to pet it. And that will be my rest.
Really, really
Yeah.
hard, like one of those Looney Tunes cartoons.
Exactly.
Great. All right. After a moment, a little bit of time passes. You hear the door open, and out steps a dragonborn. Like that.
Oh, hello there.
Welcome. You are the ones with the agreement, yes?
Yes, that would be us. Sorry.
Wonderful.
It was a bit of a rough fight. Do you mind if my friend here rests? I'm going to put my hand on Vishardial's back.
That is entirely acceptable. I have some food and drink for you, if you would like it.
Perfect.
She comes over and sits with you, and you hear eventually creatures. I was gonna say in like a Disney sort of way, but that's definitely not it. More like a funeral procession, I guess. Come out with bread and tea, and there's even a bottle of wine that looks dusty, but unopened, so it should still be good. They get passed out, and everybody takes your own stuff. The bread is quite dry, and the tea is actually quite dry. The wine is pretty good though. If anybody wants any of it.
I do.
Okay. Yeah.
I always drink before, after, and during combat.
that tracks. Yeah. You have returned quite quickly. You must
Yeah,
be
it's actually
very
pretty
good
simple.
at your jobs.
That is why they found us. Yes. You think death tasks anyone with this task? I'm gonna look like I'm kind of like struggling to find words.
No, surely not. Only those who are competent. You have a point. When the sun goes down, I will begin to call for the herald. That is the most conducive time. Until then, you are welcome to stay here, and indeed spend the night should you wish.
That'd be good. That'd be good. We're about to be allies after all.
Yes,
Oh,
your
what
action.
exactly is it that you do in this city? Do you just like take up residency here, or are you working on anything? Or... How can we help you after this?
I am quite content with where I am in my animal, not revivification, animal reanimations. I have plenty of them. I am able to observe the city and the occasional hollow head that comes by at night. I believe the only thing that would be beneficial, maybe a few more esoteric ingredients.
Oh well, I'm sure we can go hunting for that for you. Total curiosity, because I saw a necromancer a bit ago when we were leaving the marches the first time. This must have been centuries ago at this point. Um, how do you control so many?
I have crystal scryings, devices, items in my house, and she actually pulls one out of a rather a leg pouch, and it looks just like a crystal sphere, but there's some sort of scenery in it, some sort of open field, presumably one that's outside of the city somewhere. I have many of these in my house. They are all connected to one of the undead creatures that you see here, and I can see what they see whenever I choose.
Right, but how do you maintain control over so many?
I bind them to this sphere, and
How many can you bind to a sphere, or as many as you want, or?
one per sphere.
Damn, that must be expensive.
It has been an endeavor. I started this before the city even fell, so it has been many years for me to get this far. But it is all for a good cause.
I'm sure it is. No one needs an army without believing in the cause. At that, I'm gonna look at Vishariel. How long do we have before sunset?
It was late afternoon, early evening, so you got maybe 2 hours.
Okay, so enough time to let him long rest, or a short rest, at least.
Definitely.
Okay, yeah, perfect. Oh fuck! I was about to start the fight right fucking there. If you're like, yeah, sun's about to set, bro.
Yeah, sure. You all can take a short rest and chat amongst yourselves. Try and
I'm gonna
mend
ask
some
her
holes
to
in
bring
your
me
own.
around and show me like a bunch of different crystals.
Okay, yeah. She's happy to do that. She takes you
I'm
inside.
curious in her work. I'm very curious in her work.
Right. She takes you inside. The whole wall is just crystal spheres.
Jesus. Do you think I could fit all of them into my bag of holding if I emptied out everything inside?
Bag of holding's 500 pounds, I believe. You probably could, yeah. So
Good.
it.
You fucked up showing me this. You fucked up so hard.
You say that, but anyways, so there's a long table there, It's sort of like a kitchen living room combo, and then in the back is an indoor bathroom of all things, as well as a bedroom and some storage, a little space. It's not quite as elaborate as you might have thought, but upstairs is esoteric storage, I suppose. Well, that appears to be where she reanimates creatures. Let's put it that way. There's a lot of talismans and tokens and scrawling everywhere. There's kind of an altar. You have not seen anything humanoid since you've been here. It's all been just creatures of various kinds, and more of the same as upstairs. I would show you the basement, but my fungal collection is very sensitive to disturbances, and it is a renewable resource that I am very careful with. So it is what made the bread and the tea. So if you enjoyed that, then simply know that it was homegrown.
Delightful.
I did not eat or drink anything. I'm still meditating. I am
Okay.
deep in meditation.
I
But
tore
still,
into that bread.
actually, you know what? I might be kind of faking it a little bit, just to listen.
Ah.
Okay, all right, as you do.
That's not racially motivated, but
mm,
that's okay. I forgive you.
Hey, it's okay. I'm used to people faking it with me.
Ooh.
I am confident enough to say that.
Hoorah!
That's true.
That's,
Sorry.
that's more or less the house, as it were.
Okay. Let's make our way back to the party then.
Yeah,
How long has it been? Has Buddy short rested yet?
yeah, you could probably do a short rest in between the tour and a little bit of conversation. That's
Perfect.
It's
A
easy,
lot
it's
of bit of
easy.
conversation, Mr.
a
Sir. We
lot
walk
of
and we
bit
talk.
Oh, yeah.
conversation. Of course, yeah.
Okay, I need to hand some things off for the end of this. What? Our new party member. What is your carrying capacity? Like, how much do you look like you could
Jeez.
hold?
That's a good question. How much can I carry?
Oh,
Yeah, like
whatever
a-
the thing is, it's like your strength modifier times 10 or something.
Well, I got a 14 strength, so it's a 2 strength modifier. So that's 20, at least 20 pounds.
Let's see here. Strength score multiplied by 15. There you go.
Oh shit. Okay.
At least 20 pounds.
I was kind of close. Sort of close.
Fucking 30.
You push,
Is that-
drag, or lift twice as much, but the speed drops to 5 feet. It's 14 times 15, whatever that is.
I meant, like, how much
Oh, okay.
cash could I unload onto him? Like, could I give him 6,000 gold pieces?
Oh.
No. Just
Could you carry that?
how much is a gold? What's the weight of a gold piece?
I don't know. Put 6,000 GP under your character sheet and find out.
Let's find out. Let's find out. Holy shit.
Do it to it. See how many.
Total weight 182. Would it say anything if I was overweight?
It would say exceeded, or like over encumbered, or like exceeded carry capacity or something. I know because I did that.
Okay, no.
Alright,
Yeah, that's good. 1,000 works.
Stay with us, my friend. Oh no, not 1,000. I said 6,000.
He's just gonna like look at it absolutely just in awe.
If you give him money, he'll never leave.
I'm confused.
I'm running out of space on my character or on my persons.
This is more wealth in my clan than even. It's
Well,
It's worth
there's-
barely
Thank you.
anything now.
There's a whole ship you can steal from. It's about
Yeah.
2 days away from here if you're really interested. They'll let you open up a line of credit as well.
what is credit?
It's this
Buying
really
things without the
complicated
money.
human thing.
You don't have the
Yeah.
money.
It's saying that you're good for it, basically.
Living beyond your means, I think they call it.
No, only idiots live beyond their means with credit.
Ah,
People will properly
Mm-hmm.
use that to build a score so people can give them larger lines of credit, use that to make good decisions with money, make that money grow, and then pay back that credit so that their credit score is even better, and then open up a bigger line of credit. Sorry.
I will stick with life as it is, I think.
A lot
But
simpler, yes.
I am in your debt, my friend. We have-
No worries.
He's gonna take a water skin off of him, and he's gonna hand it over to you. To my people, water is the most important thing. It is worth more than gold. You
have no idea how much it is worth more than gold to me right now. I'm gonna take it, replace my water skin with it, and then empty my fucking water skin in a corner. And you will immediately be met with a wafting smell of just putrefaction and death.
What?
Yep.
What were you?
Remember
What
that
did you-
squirrel that I was petting?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of
Yes.
those. One of those, but liquid.
Eh.
And I will mark off liquefied squirrel from my inventory, not
Yep.
before posting it in chat.
Yeah.
Boop. That is my entire inventory. Okay, we're at 0 liquefied ham. Very good. Hey, Chills.
Yes.
I think I need to empty a little bit more. Do you think you could hold 3k worth of jewelry for me?
Sure, I guess.
You have a bag as well, right?
I did not get a bag of holding.
Oh shit. Okay, well, let's just call that 2k then. What's your encumbrance at? How much are you carrying?
I'm carrying, according to this, I have 69 weight in equipment pounds. But I'm not sure that's entirely accurate though, so.
Yeah, there's a lot of my stuff that just doesn't have weighting either. Okay, no, I'll give you like 3k worth of jewelry.
Okay.
Thank you. And that will be the most inconspicuous thing I do today. So, we about ready?
Think so?
Ready for what?
For the thing we came here to do.
Really, sort of.
Ah, yes.
A little bit of second thoughts about this. Alright. I'm not starting it.
Oh, that's easy enough. I'd love to.
Hmm.
We
Is the,
position
uh,
ourselves first.
Yeah.
Is the necromancer in the same room as us?
Most probably.
You were all outside unless otherwise.
Oh, okay.
Oh, so I came out of her lair.
Well, yeah, if you're gonna talk to everyone else. Yeah. And he said he came out of it. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, if you're gonna talk to everybody else, and you also, I'm pretty sure you said you did. So,
Yeah, I handed items to people.
Yes. Yeah. So yeah.
Hmm.
I doled out cash because it was too heavy for me to carry.
Just fucking handing that shit out to anybody with a pulse.
I mean, anybody with a pulse, I'll follow. Yeah. I need to use it someday. I hope they use it too, because I'm not getting through all of it alone. But like, yeah, man, I'm about to grab something much more
This is what
valuable.
friends are really for.
Fuck.
Spending your money.
Yeah.
Fuck.
I can spend that shit alone with the amount I make. No, I can't. Damn near offered to buy DM Gabe an entire fucking gaming setup so you could run fucking FGU better.
Oh. 3K.
Yeah, I don't like FGU. I don't like it at all.
It's
Yeah,
weird.
you know, I
Pretty
did
cool.
pick up on that.
It is really weird.
It's definitely weird, but I think it's definitely really cool, and you can do a lot of cool things with it. So once
Yeah.
you get used to it, it might be easier to use than even Roll20.
Yes. It's got its
Then
own
again,
little system.
Whenever I played D&D, I used D&D Beyond as the character sheet, and we just used Roll20 to display maps.
Oh.
So
Yeah, that do it.
All right.
So
well,
speaking of maps, displaying things.
Yeah. All of my maps are titled Untitled, so it's just, a moment.
Why don't you title your fucking maps, man?
Because I don't think about it when it happens, and then I just don't do it.
Dude, it would be faster for me to load into my world, take a screenshot of all of my maps, come
Oh,
back into your game, and
jeez.
send you my screenshot.
Okay, well, if you think that's going to accomplish anything, yeah, sure.
I think it'll make you feel bad, which is always accomplishing something.
I will fucking kill your character off in one hit. I will.
Power of Death actually only it completely ignores temporary HP, right?
Power word kill? You mean?
Yeah, Power of Death.
no. Did he stutter? Did he stutter?
Yeah, bitch, did I stutter?
I mean, it's a yes or no fucking question. It's not that hard to answer.
Yeah, it definitely.
I've
will
been giving
bypass
you
it.
options
It
to
will
fucking
definitely bypass it.
immediately hard
Yes.
counter me the moment you need to.
It's
Hey.
not. It's not a hard thing to do. Yeah, I concur.
Yeah, I've told you the ways to do it.
There's no. I'm not disagreeing with that at all.
Okay. I also told you how to counter chili. You did it the first session.
That was good
What-
shit.
What do I need to roll to get a general like vibe check of how outmatched are we?
Go ahead and do insight, I guess.
Okay.
Whatever you roll, it doesn't matter. We're gonna kill her and not die.
It's
Probably. Oh my god.
Oh yeah, baby.
What is your fucking wisdom? Is it a 5 right now?
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh my god.
Wow,
Good shit.
he rolled an 18.
Where's this stupid? There it is.
I don't give a fuck if you rolled like a 10. That would still almost be a 20.
So, given what you've seen, the fact that there are no humanoid bodies, she seems to be more of a low-level necromancer. She certainly not. She doesn't have any armor on. She's not expecting this. That's Tierra. Holy shit! All right, I guess her character's coming in now. Who am I missing?
You say that without, like, acknowledging the fact that fucking Solaire has been dancing on the screen? My god.
No, I
man.
did not acknowledge that because I know you just want attention. That's all.
Hey man, I live for attention.
That's what I'm saying. I'm just gonna.
Whenever my character in a certain speed, it kind of looks like a swastika. For like,
Woo.
Oh no.
God.
Oh no.
Oh, Sailor Jupiter, you're here to join us.
Oh, hi, Tierra.
Hi. Sorry, getting my ass kicked.
Had a girl.
I need you to explain that.
She said she was gonna go drinking. Or something, right?
Sure.
But you
We'll
don't
call it
go
that.
to a bar with the expectation of a bar fight.
What? She doesn't fight. Yeah.
A bar, as in like a pole, perhaps.
No, think ballet class.
Oh, is Mistress
Well,
mean?
you are
Does Mistress teach you well?
you are just in time to betray the necromancer.
Yeah,
Oh, fuck.
yeah.
Thank you. Great. Okay. I'm gonna just get myself oriented,
Yep. Mhm.
and then I'll jump in.
Okay.
Everyone should be behind the green, black dragon man.
I
That
can
is the
fucking-
line of start. Yeah.
Wait, who's
Hey, I can just run at him. if
You
that
can
helps.
just run at him. Yeah.
I've got some goofy things.
Oh, okay,
What-
perfect. Actually, I kind of want to see you fight. I kind of want to like back off and let you take the first 2 turns.
I want to see if I just instantly die. That'd be the funniest fucking thing.
What's the dragon man?
What? You mean the Dragon Man you've been playing with since the start of the campaign?
Oh shit, is that you?
How much
Yeah.
drink have you had exactly?
Okay, now I get it. Okay, wait.
How are you even sitting down right now? What the
You
fuck?
got a natural 20. What?
Yeah, I did. That's the one and only one I'll roll this session.
Hmm.
That's all that matters.
Yup.
Alright, was that 18.15, really? Alright, so get rid of this one.
Wait, so we're fighting the necromancer now?
Well,
Yes, which I
failure
assume
has
is-
decided.
What do you mean failure has decided? I'm doing it before she calls the fucking Herald of Death.
Failure has decided. Is
What if,
I'm
what if
saying.
when we kill the necromancer, that summons the Herald of Death?
Then we're fucked. There's a lot of things we just don't understand.
Yes.
Also,
Oh shit!
also, I have to be able to mark her before we like. Her
Yeah,
head-
and
her head.
also, yeah, that's why I think you should take surprise round. But also, were there other souls that we had to offer up? Was there a bargain? What was the bargain? Do we have it?
I
do we
thought it
know
was. I thought it was just the necromancer.
Okay, and Tiara's soul.
If
Yeah.
we failed. If we failed.
If we failed.
Wait, whoa.
Yeah,
It was
Tiara,
Tiara-
your soul went up for collateral.
That was
Right.
decided last session. Yeah.
That did
So
happen.
we just have to fulfill the deal, and your soul's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which will
So you
definitely
make a-
happen because we definitely didn't screw up the first. You definitely didn't screw up the first time, so it's fine.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
does Charles have a new picture?
Yes, he does.
Okay, I'm gonna move out of the way a little bit
It
to like.
is much
about
sexier
years,
than what it
let's
was.
say.
Too.
Where,
I'm
Is
begging
everyone in
everyone-
position?
where is
over.
she?
Oh, Vishario got a 4. Jeez.
Should I just jump into the fight?
That's
We
what-
haven't
that's
started
what
yet. We're about to.
doing.
Roll initiative.
Gonna get that started up. I'll probably want to get in closer as well. Like I have a
How does-
walking speed of 50 feet, so
Why is she
Yeah,
fucking following me?
He do.
What is? Is that a cat watching us? That's.
There's the collection of undead animals
But the cat
that's been
has a
around.
number. But the cat has a number.
Yes, that is correct. Well, you think
They're
gonna
all
not do
fighting. This is a
anything?
necromancer.
You
Yeah.
think they're not gonna fight? Like what is?
Yeah, I
Did
thought
you-
it was first a
did
necromancer,
Did
not
you
a bunch
think
of
this
cats.
through?
Not a
I feel like
clouder.
maybe you didn't.
Wait.
Not a clouder of cats.
Oh wait,
Why
you
am
haven't
I-
seen Kulpa or Yudi's army yet. The point of both of those characters were to build an army. And now I'm gonna do it a lot easier on
Alright.
this character.
So it'll be a surprise. How do
Surprise round.
I? Yes.
So this is the necromancer right here.
No.
No,
that's
no. Top,
Vishario.
top.
That's
This
the
guy.
necromancer.
This one.
Yeah, there you
This
go.
one.
Good
No,
job, Chills.
yeah,
Proud
chase
of
that
you.
one down. Fail for
I,
PvP
I think
one more
this
time.
is the necromancer right here. I'm just gonna ping it. There you go.
Yeah, and if you go after that necromancer, you will die.
that's the necromancer right there.
Okay.
What
Surprise
about
round.
this bloke?
Who's doing what?
Who's the necromancer?
Kiteer.
Actually, surprise round. I'm gonna. Yeah, fuck it. Why not? How
No,
hard
no,
would
no,
it be to
no.
climb?
Surprise round. Can I attack?
We can all attack
We are all attacking.
in coordination.
It's a
I'm gonna
surprise
sneak
round.
attack.
Who's the?
I'm gonna
Okay, so get behind her,
your
for, like,
sneak attack. Oh shit.
How tall is this?
That's the house. It's 2 stories tall.
Is there like a window that I can see out of?
There are windows, yes. There are windows on either side of the door. Excuse me.
Cool.
Big
Cool.
B's hand!
I'm gonna sneak attack.
It's Kiter. Kiter's first on the initiative order.
Boo.
I can't do anything about that. You can talk to Failure about his nat 20.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah. Fuck it. I'm just gonna do my tried and true attack
Whackety
without
schmackety.
pushing or pulling. Yeah, whackety schmackety. Public. Would this be an advantage because we're getting the drop on her?
Yeah,
I'm also gonna like kind of hide it because it's the first attack. If you want me to roll like sleight of hand.
I don't remember. I know they don't. It's not gonna matter. You're probably gonna hit her. She's not wearing any armor.
Oh yeah, fuck it. I'll just roll normal for you. The 26.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Who are we rolling? Hitting.
Still the necromancer, sweetie.
Okay, good.
It's always been.
What
hit
is
it, like,
that
5
fucking
times.
damage? I rolled a
Was
1,
bald,
a
dude?
2, and a 3.
Yes, you did. That's impressive.
21 damage.
Holy
I'll
shit,
just
it's
take
Mr.
10.
Clean.
Wait, do I take 10?
Why? Why?
Fifth, do I take 10 here?
Why? Why? What's the?
Because she's a necromancer, right? I know that her puppets I don't take from. So do I take 10 from her?
Oh, yeah, yes. She's not undead. She's a
Okay,
living-
thank
she's
God.
a living
Because if
creature.
she was, that's this entire plan fucked right there. Alright, that's my turn.
Shit! That was my
Like,
one
push myself
thing that
against the
would
wall.
have fucked you guys over.
Oh yeah, that would have fucked me so hard and fucked everyone
Yeah,
here.
you definitely wouldn't have won.
Oh no, we would have still won. We just wouldn't have won. Like the battle would be won, but the war would be lost.
We just wouldn't have decimated. Okay, alright, that's yours. Alright, so, 3 bolts slam into her chest as she whirls around to...
Oh wait, the new one hasn't heard my description of my spell. I kind of like raise my hand at her and I pulse it with the back of my hand towards the sky. From my knuckles, kind of 3 green, almost spear-like shapes float above my hand, start spiraling, and then shoot directly at her.
Oh shit, that's pretty cool.
Thank you, thank you.
Alright, all 3 leap forth and bury themselves in her gut. She doubles
Oh,
over
yeah.
and immediately takes stock of the situation.
Wait. Everyone else prepared an action, right?
Yeah.
You said she would sneak attack. Maze is definitely gonna brand.
Can I
Maze is
prepare an
the-
action to run at her and hit her?
You are in the turn order, so...
Oh, hell yeah,
As
hell
told
soon
you
yeah.
that.
as-
You mentioned he would do that.
As soon as
As
failure's
soon
done,
as,
we'll
I
go
can
to
do that, I'll
Mazikeen.
do that.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's my
So-
turn.
Alright, Mazikeen, your turn.
So I have advantage on this, then yes.
Yeah,
Because
you really are not going to need it, but sure, you can have advantage.
Cool.
Oh right, yeah, you have it too. I keep forgetting I gave you 3 levels in Rogue.
Yeah. So cool. There's that. So I'm going to so yeah, sneak attack, but where's my
Wait, no, not that one. The other gray one.
I was gonna do the bonus action first to set up.
Tick, tock, tick, tock.
No, not you. Someone drew like a line between you and Gabe, and I'm like, no, that the other gray one.
Oh,
Okay. So I'm definitely gonna cast hex. So yeah, hexed. Woohoo. Because
Oh, do you want to roll for your one hand?
I was getting there. I wanted to get the hex set up first, so
Of
that
course,
if anything
of course.
anything hits, my god.
Ah, yes, of course.
This is what failure would be
Ah!
like if he ever had a kid.
Well.
No, if I had a kid, I'd be like, you fucking figure it out yourself, or you don't get dinner. Do it right. Do it proper.
Didn't get it that time, but it's okay. I'm gonna cast, or I'm gonna. Wow. Okay. Sneak attack. I'm gonna run up to.
That's the wrong one.
What?
That is our new friend with the lot of spears.
This one?
No,
That
that's
one,
that.
yes.
That's Mr.
That's the
Clean.
necromancer.
This is
That's
Oh,
the necromancer.
this is me. This is me. This is me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Sorry,
guys
that's
are
the
fucking
necromancer.
ridiculous.
I was like, what are you
Fucking,
doing?
how hard is
I,
it?
this guy doesn't have hair. I
There's
have hair.
one person that you have to kill. Just do it.
Just
Oh wait. No,
Yeah.
fuck, I had it backward. Jezal is the one with the I'm
You had it backward.
I had it backwards.
I'm just.
Oh, goodness.
Hey man,
Oh.
assuming I'm right 85% of the time, it works 100% of the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like Sex Panther.
The race
Sex
profile
Panther.
Oh my goodness gracious. Okay. So, I'm gonna action surge too this round.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna cast
some
my
reason.
shadow with that.
Mhm.
Okay, cool. Now that where I'm set up, where he's gonna appear there when I run up there and use this attack here. Meow. So my shadow's gonna be right there, and my shadow right there. Cool. You got that? Cool. Just making sure we're all on the same page. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
You
I like it.
that.
Okay.
I think I would, yes.
Okay, so I'm going to attack with my Stirring Dragon Breath weapon. So, oh my god!
Oh my fucking god!
What? Just what? Sorry, I'm trying to
that's it.
fucking egg.
She rolled a natural 20 for a total of 31 to hit.
Ooh.
Well, does a
So-
31 hit?
Well, yeah, it does a 31 hit.
Barely. Like, it's just
Yeah,
barely.
yeah.
I don't know how.
Oh, I see. Wait, we're suddenly there's a lot of them.
I told you there
Why
was
is
a
there
lot of
so
them.
many animals?
Right, but where's Tarnitru, bro? Where's Yudi?
Those are just.
I didn't say I was doing that.
Right, but you could, and you know you would
could.
win if you did.
Yeah, I would. It's-
So-
we could just end the campaign tonight. Yes, yeah. Right as I finally get Bizarro Gabe to play after a month of patiently
Bizarro
waiting.
game.
So that's my
Eckhart
first.
Gabe, whatever. Yeah,
Eckhart, what is that name?
because you sound just like Eckhart from Eckhart's Ladder,
Oh fuck.
the YouTube channel. Yeah.
Yeah. I know.
So does
I
the,
remember now.
so does the
I
20?
used to watch him. I used to watch him.
Oh my
He's
goodness,
a lawyer.
yes, Chili, the 21 hits. For shit's sake. She's not
Cool.
wearing armor. I've said it like 3 times.
Has
So
an
that's-
AC of like 8.
Yeah, like,
Ah.
and she
so
doesn't
the-
get any dex bonus. She does not get during a surprise round. So, like, you can't miss. With an
okay,
11,
so-
you
After this
quite
round, it'll be an
literally
11.
cannot
Yeah.
miss.
Okay, so
So you,
hold on. So that's
you are the
that's
overkill
start-
killer. Yep. Mhm.
There's the
Plus
that-
hex. Plus hex.
yeah. So that's the sneak attack damage right there,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And then we're gonna get hex.
and then two,
I like big
two
numbers.
hexes.
Oh, rolled ones on both.
You
Oh,
suck.
also,
You suck.
I have this. So when you score a crit hit,
Oh my fucking god. I'm so sorry, Strippy. I'm so sorry.
I
did
don't
this.
even care. Like, this is so
+10 to
unnecessary.
weapon damage.
You're gonna okay,
Oh,
all right.
goodness.
Holy
okay,
shit.
all right.
so there's
There's a
that,
very real chance.
and then
that, okay.
and then that, and then and then that.
Okay, are you sure you want to do all this?
Wait, you've only rolled hex 4 times.
I'm just asking.
It's meant to be rolled a total of 6 times this turn.
But she hasn't done the other stuff yet.
She
that
doesn't
was
need to. She has 2 main attacks.
Hey, that was just my first action.
Your other buddy causes hex too.
Yeah, I rolled it. That's why I rolled it twice. I rolled
Right,
two
but
natty
you
ones
also-
up there.
Oh, my bad. Yeah. Sorry. Like, not everything's adding up.
Yeah,
It's
because
so much easier if you just had access to your character sheet. Mhm.
Yeah, it would be. Then you took it away.
Yeah, imagine that.
Oh, I am missing 2 hex damages, aren't I? Oh,
All right.
whoops.
All right.
Yeah,
There's a
No, there's okay.
I'm the
Right.
very model of a multi-major general.
Okay. So that's action number 1
Uh-huh.
because I action surged.
Are you sure you want to do this?
So
I'm scared that he's saying that because
how is she looking?
we were already
Before I
doing this.
proceed-
You didn't make an
dead.
agreement with anybody. You didn't put your life on the line for no reason.
I didn't
for
put my
nobody.
life on the line.
So,
Just me.
Before I proceed,
Yep.
how is she looking?
like shit.
Great.
Like barely hanging on, kind of shit.
Like, I hope you
Like-
marked her before you did all that.
Like you're playing Tekken and you just keep juggling the already defeated person with your kicks and punches
Like, she's
without letting him hit the
already
ground.
dead.
Like it's real done.
So what I was gonna get at was my second action. I was gonna use the pommel.
Don't you think you should have done that maybe first before you pumped 80,000 damage into them?
That is not how Chili operates. That is not how Chili
But
operates.
that's the thing. I just have to mark them before they're dead. So
No,
if she's
no, I had to
unconscious,
d-
I can.
Like, you've done double her HP at this point. She's dead. She's gone.
I don't think you thought this through.
I thought she'd be more of a battle. Like I was ready to like.
No,
Right.
Chili. Oh my god.
Okay, look, let me explain this to you.
I will.
She's
how about
not a
this?
high enough level to be animating people. Also, she doesn't really want to, but that's
We're
specifically beside
beating
the
up
point.
like a preschooler
He's-
right now.
Yeah,
It's not
she's
like
like
she's not like
level
level
4 or
20,
below.
and she's not wearing armor. She's got no defenses. Like,
Like, I'm surprised I didn't one-shot her. Because I rolled a 1, a 2, and a 3 for my damage.
do what you're gonna do, Chills. I told you what she looks like. Do what you're gonna do. I'm not
Well,
helping
I was-
you out. You're
what-
been
what I
playing
was
this
gonna
game
say-
for years.
Well, what I was gonna say is if I negate one of my sword attacks here. You know,
No,
like,
no,
if
no,
you
no, no, no,
negate,
no, no,
yeah?
no. What do you mean negate? No, no.
Just declare them all non-lethal
Yeah.
after the fact.
Guys, look at my big numbers. Oh, that was all non-lethal, by the way.
Yeah, blunt. It's
I'm
blunt
scaring
damage.
her.
I was using the flat part of the sword. It's
Yeah.
blunt, so therefore non-lethal.
I just rolled for my sword damage, but I was really just smacking her.
Yeah, yeah. Any brain trauma that this person gets from like falling on the floor, that's their fault, not mine.
Oh boy.
Promise. She hit the buddy hard enough that they dug the grave in that swing.
Yeah. Okay, so
Hey,
What
we just
what are
she
you
was
doing,
looking
Chili?
like was she still standing? Is what I was getting at. If like I guess like the way you described her, she like had 1 hit point left.
That is not the way I described her, but okay, go ahead.
Barely hanging on. Like
Sure.
like
Sure.
a you didn't say a crumpled heap on the ground. That's
No, I said something very specific, actually, is what I said. But go on, what are you doing?
that she's barely hanging on.
What are you doing?
They're already dead.
It doesn't matter what I do at this point, Shriffy.
Do whatever you're gonna
That's
do,
not my
This
fault.
is like you are looking at their last moments, their final heartbeats, the last about a flatline any moment now.
If we're lucky, actually.
We got like
you
what is
might
it?
still have a chance.
Can I gently put brand names in?
Oh my god.
Like just kind of
So-
like, just like if she's like bobbing her head up and down, like just kind of gently, just like set it on there, just kind of like a, like how you tap like hot surfaces, like you just kind of if it's the stove is hot kind of thing, like it's just.
Girl, you are ridiculous.
Shouldn't we have done this first?
That
I
is not
quit.
how
I'm
Chili
like
operates.
I can't do a character right. Like this is not even. Oh. Man.
I mean, you said you wanted damage. You're doing this character very correctly.
Yeah,
Well,
what do you?
I really didn't think it was. I thought she was gonna be a
There's
lot.
nothing
higher
wrong with the
than
character. I know that.
I really thought she was gonna be a lot higher and harder to kill.
All right. Well, okay. All right.
Anybody want to do that math? Oh wow.
127. Yeah, just a modest 127 damage.
Oh yeah. No. Okay. All right. So, all right, Chills. What are you doing? You gonna bop her?
Suboptimal.
That's gonna. That's gonna change. Alright, so you bop her. So you
No,
thrash
with
her,
the pommel.
and then you bop her on the forehead.
Gently.
You don't.
Bop her.
Okay. Sure. For 1 point of HP. That totally kills her. No. So, you make your strikes. Your shadow makes your strikes. She's only standing because you keep... Yeah, well, it's about to be more nerfed, so get ready. And you slam the pommel into her forehead, make the mark, and she drops.
Hi.
Oh, and by the way, you bisected her.
What is bisecting?
Hey, would that damage have hurt Vishario? Out of curiosity.
Why would it have hurt Vishario?
Or, not Vishario, if I had played like that last time.
Oh.
Yes, that one turn would have killed Vishario, basically.
I don't even know how much of that would have been halved, but he has like 102 HP, I think. So yeah.
Yeah, so it would have halved all the physical damage, which is not hex, not acid. So only your slashing damage.
Okay.
By the way.
All right. So she drops. Are you doing anything else?
I guess I'm gonna look at my shadow and look at her and go, oh shit, that was easier than I thought.
Okay. Brittany, it's your turn. What are you doing?
I'm gonna look around and I'm gonna check out these freaky deaky animals. Do they look like they're on the ready to attack?
Not particularly. They are very much looking all at what is going on. But they don't seem to be. They're not doing anything. Just like they've not been doing anything the whole time.
Should I kill them? Should we attack them? I'm gonna.
That's a good question. Let me know what you decide.
Well, I guess we already took down the necromancer. Damn, didn't even get to use the sneak attack. What the fuck?
We didn't even, like... The only reason I had a turn there was because I rolled slightly higher than Maze.
Well, I don't know. I feel like I got nothing to do. Unless
Why
I
do you
go
feel
after
that way?
Why do I feel that way? Jeez.
Because someone did 127 in one turn. Without using all of their fucking actions.
I think at this point I'm okay saving my like sorcery points.
Okay.
Pretty much. Yeah.
Is that...
So I'm just gonna walk on over.
Okay.
That's my turn.
Okay. Jezal.
Oh, well, shit. Fight's pretty much already over.
Pretty
Sure
much.
does seem like it.
I'm gonna assume that without the necromancer, these mans aren't gonna be able to do much.
These might...
I don't really know that, so I'm just gonna do what I was gonna do. And fucking ever so calmly, walk up this wall onto the roof.
Okay.
And ready in action. So whatever animal or fuckwad, any of them comes towards anyone in the party, I'll fucking shoot them twice.
Okay.
My longbow.
Appreciate it.
Spoopy.
Hi, Gabe.
Hello.
Oh yeah, this is Tiara. She wanted to join Plains' game, but she's scheduling conflicts. So.
Yeah.
But she's
too
here.
much.
This is her first time playing D&D. She's doing
Oh.
a sorcerer
I'm a noob.
Fun.
lesbian kind of thing. I don't
Yep.
Hell yeah.
It's pretty fluid, so I'm not really sure where she's at all the time, but there she is. All right, so Kemval is not quite. Yeah, okay, chills. He's trying to retcon this now. All right, Vishariel. He's kind of in shock, and definitely looks over his shoulders at the animals. The animals are going to leave.
Well, hey, do I get a pommel?
Do you have a sword?
No.
Then you do not have a pommel. They're going to begin walking. This will be west. As one large herd.
Where are they? Where are they going?
They are all right. If you came from the south, they are walking north.
Can I leave you guys to figure this stuff out with the corpse?
You know what? I'm gonna make my way over to the corpse. How do I
Great.
contact?
That is yes. And I'm gonna walk in and like start looting shit, and also take all the orbs off of her corpse.
Great.
Yeah, let's do you. I'm on for a bit.
Jeez.
I'm gonna do
look
a
at me.
backflip off the roof.
yeah. You can do that. You do a sick ass, some crazy monk shit. Do a backflip off.
Hell yeah. That's all I wanted.
Mhm.
I'm gonna look at Maze, and I'm gonna. How do we contact the good Lord and Savior Jesus Christ?
Not with that. You gotta find what works for you. I mean, I can, like I said, I can sit and start summoning him.
If you
If we're
do
ready
that,
if we're
I
ready
mean, the corpse is here. Might as well just hand it over.
I mean, he doesn't want the corpse, but the soul there. So
Right, but
Well,
we
isn't
need Buddy's soul to be put into this corpse.
just making sure that but we're okay. Anyway, so I will sit kind of in Indian style, I guess, basking in the blades of glory.
Next to a bisected corpse. Yeah.
I'm gonna leave my shadow out. Like, I want my shadow to actually mimic me what I'm doing exactly.
Okay.
And I mean, if the shadow could smile, it would. Just, yeah, I'm just gonna bask in how glorious that felt, and
Wait.
Jezal's gonna take a step back.
Mhm.
I'm gonna like
He's
rub
gonna-
my hands. I'm gonna rub my hands together, like I'm like getting warmed up and kind of thing, and I will kind of do in my head a yoo-hoo.
Wow. Really? Okay.
But
I'll
I'm
take
but,
another
like,
step back.
And then I'm also going to, while I'm sitting there kind of thinking about that, I am also going to think of the power and the strength and just how I can't wait till I can do more. Like, that was just a taste of my true power, I guess.
Yeah, it really was exactly that, actually. Nobody's
Taste
gonna...
of your lips. I'm on a rat.
Yeah, I will reach out to him mentally, like, and just like imagine the fiery depths of hell, the seventh of my seventh class demi-limited license devil, Baal'gru'gul'gore.
What
Baal'gru'gul'gore.
do you want again, Mazakeen?
Oh shit.
Hi. We got the body, and we got a soul for you to uphold our contract.
I'm I'm gonna wave at him.
I will.
If he's
He's not
there.
there.
He's in my head yet. Yeah, he's in my head.
I will be there in a moment.
Bro, we're all waiting.
Alright, so a moment passes, and your shadow's feet are aflame. You all watch as the flames go up on the shadow, and eventually it is Baal'gru'gul'gore appears, which is... this is just last week. There's so many pictures. Yeah.
Just last week.
Is- Here, I will just what's his face?
Baal'gru'gul'gore.
There you go. That's what he looks like. There you go. Alright. He looks over it.
Did you add him?
Mazakine.
Like,
Hmm?
did you add it?
I added
Where?
all the way up where what the picture of Baal'gru'gul'gore is, so he knows what he looks like.
Did you do that as a thread or?
No, I did it on the D&D call. I just
Oh,
So,
Oh,
yeah.
well, let me scroll up.
I'm not seeing
Oh,
it.
shit.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, that's what it looks like.
not
Here.
for you, but okay. There you go. Yeah, that I did. It
I
the
see,
wrong
I
way.
see.
Whatever. Cool.
Hey,
That was expedient of you.
well, time is of the essence. The fast. Plus, you get a soul.
I don't want this one.
Yeah. I don't want this one either. He reaches down
Made a
and
deal.
pulls at the mark that you made on her forehead, and you watch as the soul comes out of the body, in its in one singular form. He looks at it. Slightly above average, I suppose. He will hold out his hand, and you'll watch as a ring on his hand just sucks the soul right into it. And it's gone. And you want me to heal this body as well, presumably.
Would be very kind of you.
Helping anyone put a soul into 8 different pieces. Yes, please do that.
I'd much appreciate it, but you can admire the beautiful work that we presented for you.
All in under 6 seconds.
Yeah,
Working.
it is a good blood splatter. There is some art to that. Good job.
I'll just grin like a toddler, just kind of grin. Like,
He will
this
take.
is this is the most expression that our new friend will see out of me is when I'm just like really proud, like, look what I did it, guys, look, I did it.
He will take his left hand and touch the body, and you'll watch as this line of flame goes over his arm, down into his hand, into the finger. Watch as the body begins to knit itself back together.
Ew,
oh, whoa, freaky.
it's kind of gross. Yeah.
He looks up at you all like squeamish and shit. Fire is life. And
Jezal is just like
Finish
staring, confused.
okay, well, that's a better reaction
Fire.
than most people, I guess.
Fire is soul.
Just gonna nod my head.
Oh yes,
In
yeah,
agreement.
absolutely, boss. Yeah, sure. Like the weasels from Roger Rabbit.
Yes.
Yeah. He will. The body will repair itself and look as good as it was before you attacked her. He will reach into a pouch and pull out this awl and place it in her mouth. You'll hear
Ooh.
a soft moan
Oh,
and a gray light will blossom from the awl, and it'll spin, twitch slightly in the mouth, and then it fades, and the sound fades. He takes the awl back out, takes a few steps away from the corpse, and folds his arms. It is done.
Wonderful. Our contract is complete.
I'm gonna go ahead and look at Baal'gru'gul'gore, and I'm gonna ask. So, I still owe you my soul by the end of my life, but I get to have some fun with your assistance, correct?
Your soul was simply up for collateral.
If we failed. Yeah.
But if you
I
would
see.
like to make a contract, that would be...
Do you have any hot sisters or mom or nieces that might be interested in a contract with me?
I am interested in a contract with you.
What could I get in return?
A boomstick.
Yeah, that's all it is. You know, you get your boom boom ring, and you will get access to infernal power, magic abilities. You get access to knowledge, strength. You get access to be able to pursue your own goals with greater gravitas.
So you could add more boom to my boom. Catch my drift.
Yes.
And how does one go about this contract?
We would have to retire to my office and discuss that in the presence of a neutral third party.
Let's make an appointment.
I'm free right now.
Okay.
Okay. Alright, he will snap his fingers, and or Britnei and Baal'gru'gul'gore will disappear in a gout of flame.
Okay.
And for Britnei, it's just colors and sounds. And then you find yourself maybe a little bit nauseous, but you find yourself
What?
in a stone chair in an well-appointed, slightly smoky office, and Baal'gru'gul'gore is seated at a large black marble desk. And it is hot. It is
Great.
really hot. You're
I have
gonna
a lot
start
of
sweating
underboob sweat.
any second now. Yeah. All the crevasses. Yep.
Mustache sweat, underboob sweat, butt sweat, knee sweat.
You watch
And
as
cold
he
sweat.
pulls a small cord that looks like it's almost made out of sinew, and you hear a slight little tingle, a jingle rather. While we are waiting for a scrivener to arrive, I am allowed to provide you with a copy of the contract that you will be signing, and I will email that to you. Well, I will send that over Discord to you right now.
Oh, cool. Word.
I don't even
Word?
think
Well,
I
it's going to
think
be
I-
more than one, my dear.
I don't even think I have a written contract, so yeah, that's kind of cool.
Wait, can I get that contract out of curiosity?
No,
I won't
you-
say anything. I
nope,
won't say anything.
Nope. I know
I just wanna see
you
it.
do. I know what you do.
I just want to see it.
I was actually well. I'll tell you what. After she signs it, you can see it.
Oh no, that's perfectly fine. I wasn't gonna say anything to her.
Uh-huh. fully believe you.
Good. You should.
Why is it not? Okay. There you go.
And you realize after she signs it, we're gonna get a whole 30 minutes of, oh my god, look how you fucked up, right?
I don't think that'll happen. It's supposed to be, mutually. So, take a minute, read that over. While she's doing that, what's everyone else doing? You just watched Britnei and Baal'gru'gul'gore just disappear, and you got a body. And
Yeah, I have no idea that's
and,
happening.
And Aaron's probably freaking out.
Yeah. I'm feeling very like a pang of jealousy and just like heartbroken. I'm like almost like he's cheating on me. Like that's what I'm gonna feel exactly.
But I'm gay. Like,
She made passes at you, and you did not go for them, so
Not in that like
you could have
She's
had
also
it.
made passes at dudes, so we don't know if this is a bi situation or.
She definitely did that. I remember that.
We know out of character.
Yes.
yeah. Well, trying not to let my real me influence my character too much.
Go read that contract, young lady.
I'm reading.
Okay.
anyway, yeah. So
So-
that's what I'm gonna
Old
feel.
man.
And I'm just gonna kind of like, I don't know, fidget. I'm just gonna be fidget, just kind of sad and just like that's my patron. Get your own. Everybody else has their own. Why you gotta be you mine? You just kind of like
Before
maybe,
this exact session, she was the only person without a patron.
Yeah.
Except for the DMPC.
No, Synod has a patron.
Exactly, she was the only person except the DMPC that didn't have a patron. Everyone
Yeah.
else did.
and she's in mine, and I'm just kind of I'm butthurt about it. Is what I am.
All right. Okay. That's fine. Vishariel's gonna come over and look at the body of Kemval. So what do we do with it now? Yeah. And what
We
what is
present-
going on?
We present it to our other contract.
No.
I think you're
No, there's-
skipping several
Yeah.
steps. First we need to get him to waking up, and then we have to.
Oh, we still gotta convince him, right?
Yeah,
We
we
got-
still have to try and get him, but then we weren't going to.
We
We're
have to
gonna double
convince
back on it. Oh no, we're trying to get him to be. Oh,
We
he's
got it.
alive again, so he could.
the patron
maybe-
of death, right? That's his new follow.
Oh. We destroyed his holy symbol.
We can make him a new one.
Shit. Pardon my troll.
We can make him a new one, and we can also convince him, hey, you're in a different body because your soon-to-be new patron didn't approve of the past one, so we put you in this one. You can totally spin it as that. Add to the argument.
Why is the
Don't-
last thing I remember getting hit by a knife through the chest? Did you eviscerate my body?
That seems like a strange thing for my god to do.
That wasn't you.
Up in hell.
Yeah. Well, he's been consecuted, so he's not going there. But otherwise, yes, he's still freaking out.
Oh shit!
I mean, his
so I
soul
think
was
it's 2
dragged to it.
souls Per every 7 days.
Well, what's your question?
Oh.
What's your question, my dear?
Yeah, don't
So-
tell us this stuff yet. We'll also get our reactions. You're meant to read this alone with an
Oh,
impartial.
sorry.
If you want to talk to me in a different channel, we can do that.
You are bargaining for your life here, by the way. So I would take him up on that. I would ask him as many questions as you want. I'll just tell you that right now.
Okay, yeah. Would that be okay?
Sure. Okay. Talk amongst yourselves.
I'll copy
Do
that.
some RP. Do something helpful. Something beneficial. Interact with the new guy. Okay.
She
She
went to
went into
AFK.
AFK. She's such a goober. Why would
Oh,
you
there
do
we go.
that? Good girl. Proud of you. All right. Hi.
Hi.
Let me pull this up. Pull up your contract, chérie.
Merci. So, okay, what happens if I don't provide 2 souls per 7-day cycle? I feel like what happens because I don't see a lot of people coming in and out.
A lot of people come. You have a real talent for understatement. So if you refuse to, he will rescind spell levels for you to be able to cast until there are no more spell levels that he can rescind, and then your soul's up for grabs.
Okay, so by spell levels, you mean my sorcery?
No, I mean your ability to cast a spell at 6th level is now gone, and you can cast at levels at
Oh.
level 5. And if you continue to not provide the souls, you can cast level spells at level 4, and that's your highest level spell. And then 3, and then 2, and then
Okay.
1, and then your
And
soul
then,
gets taken.
so if I were not able to provide those two souls, my um, spell level would go down. But if I were to replenish, let me say, like, I would then owe him like two souls for the 7 days. I didn't give him those two souls. Would that be able to go back up, or is it as
Yeah,
soon as it
no,
goes
no,
down, just like
it will return. It will return.
okay? Um, Still going through some. My question is, how do I use his abilities? Like, I want to.
Well, so I was going to give you a level of Warlock
Okay.
if you sign this. I am willing, or should I say, Baal'gru'gul'gore is willing to let you swap out sorcerer levels for warlock levels.
Okay.
So you could be a level 1 sorcerer and a level 12, no, a level 11 warlock if you wanted to, and that would give you a pretty big magical
Whoa.
boost. And you'd be able to you get your spell slots back every short rest. You can change your spells every day.
Oh,
Plus
sick.
the packed boon features and all that stuff. We kind of have to redo a lot of your character, but you can pick and choose. You can mix and match if you want.
Okay. Because I feel like it could only give me more, like more warlock levels. Like I couldn't increase my sorcerer level at all. Is that
You're
correct?
not gonna increase your sorcery level this way. Your sorcerer level. This is you're entering into a packed boon. Your packed magic, which is a warlock trait and a warlock class. Um,
Okay. Because I feel like I don't want to get rid of my entire sorcerer. I just want to be able to like change my spells like once in a while.
okay.
I'm not sure. I don't feel confident in like changing an entire different class, if you know what I mean.
That's fine. You can do whatever you want. Sorting out the what level goes with which level is not something that needs to be done immediately. If you choose to sign this, we can hammer that out later. It is not.
Boo! I thought I was
It can
gonna
be
get
over
like,
time. If you want, I can add in something that says if you go over 2 souls, you'll get max damage or something. If you give them 3 souls, you get
oh
max
my
damage on
god,
your rolls or something like that, or maybe another
yo,
spell slot, or you can maybe it'll be easier for you to push a spell, and you can just get like a free spell
oh my
out of
god.
it, something like that. There are
If
also
I
abilities. Um, I don't I don't know what level you get it, but there's an ability that's called Hurl Through Hell, and you throw them through hell, and it's 10d10, and
yes,
we could maybe tweak that.
um, yeah,
but
okay, cool.
but you would have to, again, we'd have to figure out some way where you'd be giving them more in order to get it. 14th
Whew.
level. So I'll
Okay,
tell you what. I'll tell you what. You normally get it at 14th. If you want, we can talk about giving it to you now.
yes,
Okay. Well, you're not going to be doing 10d10 damage. I mean, you're not going to be doing 100 damage, which is what that would be. But
right.
you can do the 10d10. That's fine. You can get
And
that. Yeah.
10d10 is only on a certain ability. Is that correct?
10d10
Or
is this ability. Uh, At the end of your next turn, the target return. Well, okay. The creature disappears and hurtles through a nightmare landscape. At the end of your next turn, the target returns to the space it previously occupied. If it is not a fiend, and it takes 10d10 psychic damage. You can't use it again until you finish a long rest.
okay,
Which that's
so
really not so bad.
how good, and this is me talking out of character to a person with experience, how good is this? Feels pretty hot to me.
I am confident in your ability to read a contract, given the fact that you live in an apartment and have doubtless signed contracts in
Yes,
the past.
yes. I write contracts. Yes.
You write
Um,
contracts? Well, then you should have no
I
problem with any of this. What are you talking about? You should know what material breach is. You should know what all this insubordination. You should know what all that is.
insubordination. Oh my goodness.
So,
But now I'm going to be in competition with Matsukine to get all these kills, right?
well, so first of all, I haven't written Chili's contract out because I don't think Chili's going to do well with a contract. I think she's just going to go against it and then she'll die, and that's it. That'll be it. So I haven't written out her contract yet.
Oh.
So in D&D.
Oh, wait a minute.
Okay.
Permanent disability. In the event that the bound becomes permanently disabled, the contract is fulfilled, effective as at the beginning of their disability, and the Lord shall receive their soul. So I'm already disabled technically. So if the person within me decides to,
because you have something preventing you from being disabled.
Yeah, but if that person decides to fuck off, like this crystal person, then I'm technically disabled again.
That's correct.
So I'm gonna bargain with Baal'gru'gul'gore, and I'm gonna make some changes to this contract. Any other additional disabilities besides the one I have now?
Any additional? Okay, all right. That's agreeable. That's agreeable.
So not the ones I currently have upon the
not
signage
the
of this contract.
paraplegic disability.
Yes.
Please and thank you. What is disability? All right.
Okay.
Permanent disability. All right.
I'm gonna add some notes in red, and then I'm gonna send it back to you.
Okay.
Text. Oops. Nope. Oh God! I just wanna yes. No. Okay. Great. Event of mutually agreed termination. Okay. What are the... How do we terminate a contract in the event? Do we just both disagree that this is not it?
Well, there are all of the...
I feel like he would just take my soul.
Alright, I'm just looking for it in the stupid thing. Okay, so it's covered well, a lot of different, maybe not all, but so termination by the deity. So that's Asmodeus. That's the king of hell.
Okay.
So it says Asmodeus can terminate it whenever he wants, with or without cause.
Right.
So yes, mutually agreed termination. Agrees to terminate the contract. Destruction of the contract itself must be done under witness from a scrivener or the employer of either party. It has to be mutual unless you break the laws in
The contract.
Whatever it is.
And I see some...
This formatting's not great. That's my fault.
Conduct involving moral virtue and valor.
Yes.
So, in negotiation with my contract, could I say, going back on my character, I want to save all the babes, right? But I'm okay in saving the babes if there's murder. If I include murder in saving of the babes, does this go against the contract?
I don't think that saving a life automatically counts as morally virtuous and valorous. I think if you were to save the life of a cleric or a paladin, or you were to save someone's life who was being harassed by maybe another devil, or who was.
Okay, well, my character's going to start turning a blind eye to things.
Okay, that's entirely your own choice. But just like saving
Mhm.
saving a family from a pack of gnolls, that's not something that Hell is really concerned with.
Okay.
It's not, or you could just kill the gnolls and then, or let them, whatever. You could figure something out. You could get your 2 souls right there if you just let the
Yeah.
gnolls. If you just let the gnolls go like halfway. But morally virtuous and all that stuff, it would be like saving a good person, not your average standard run of the mill. I'm just trying to
Okay.
get through life kind of person. So like,
Right.
don't go saving priests of Lathander.
No, I'm okay. Please start. Yeah. Anyways, the bounds they have their two categories would do to regards of health, social conventions, public morals. Okay. Death. In the event of the bound's death, the contract is fulfilled, effective of the date of their death. That makes sense. Start date, the bound patron will fulfill their duties specific to their abilities. Performance of duties, the contractor shall perform the duties that are according to a holding other than bonded contact. Okay, so material breach, the bound releases their claim. What do we mean by material breach?
Do you know what material breach means? Or is that not
No.
something in Canada? Okay, all right. I'm sure you just call it something else. So material breach is where you go back on a contract and cut to the root of what the contract is to such a level of severity that this contract should not have existed to begin with.
No, I don't know.
Like using your magical power to attack your patron, for example, would be material breach of just like
Okay,
the
so I can't
highest
attack.
order.
Okay.
Right. Probably conspiring with celestials, angels, those sorts of things to do any
Right.
sort of harm to any sort of devil. Would definitely be material breach. It's real bad, real bad stuff.
Okay, so
That
I'm
basically
cleansed of the
nullifies
devil.
the contract because you have gone against the spirit of what
Oh shit.
was intended.
So all devils are now homies. Great.
You are, according to this, wherever it is, you are allowed to use this to attack devils if they are of 7th class or lower. You just got to be discerning about it. It's got to be discerning.
So if I
Self-defense
attack,
is usually probably the best option, but Baal'gru'gul'gore might say, I don't like so and so. Go fuck up one of his minions.
okay.
You can do that and you're not going to get in trouble. But if you did it on your
It's-
own, or if you attacked, like a level 6, you'd be in trouble. You'd be like, why the hell did you do that?
Oh wait, so a class 1 is lower than a class 7?
No, class 1 is the highest.
Okay.
That's like it would be a lord of one of the rings of hell.
Oh, it would have to be a class 8 that's lower than a
And
7.
then Asmodeus would be like Apex or Prime class or something like that. He wouldn't even have a number. No, he's the original. Whatever it is, yeah.
I made a magical ability empowers on one or multiple orders of magic is permitted until no more magic. So okay, now this is going to change a lot for my character. I'm going to try and find mucho people to mucho kill.
Mucho.
I wonder, am
Extra
I?
kill.
Yeah, if let's say we're in a village and there's a lot of soldiers that are dimwits, and I'm like, this is a great advantageous to store some like stock up on souls.
You want to get a buffer? Yeah. Okay.
Is that a possibility? To like stock up in a way so that I can continuously hand in some souls every 7 days.
Yeah, you want to bank some souls. Yeah. Yeah. That's doable. Put a cap on let's just say 10.
Okay.
That'll give you 70 days to kill someone. Or
Great.
not that. That's not right. 35 days to kill someone? Yeah, 35 days to kill someone.
Yeah. A month. Oh, I feel like I could do that. I'm gonna have to Okay, I'm
so,
gonna write down.
cap is at 10, yeah.
Oh, why is there this white writing? Oh my god. Special provisions.
Your character cannot read that. Oh, the special
Soul
provisions? You
resale.
can read special provisions, yeah.
Okay. Contract. Sorry, okay. Balance sorting on school employee. Prohibits. Oh wait. Resurrection, other life returning method. In the event of the bound and or employee suffered death and loss of their respective souls, the provision prohibits the use of any resurrection spells to return to. Oh. So I can't be resurrected.
Oh, you also can't. Your character can't read that either.
Oh.
It's in white for a reason, my dear.
Well. Okay. Okay.
I
so,
figured the conversion over to Mac might screw it up a little bit. Oh well.
I just saw some I almost had. Okay. Heading red.
Yeah,
So,
I had visions of, the great reveal in chat. Be like, okay, now select all that. Okay, now make it black. Oh my god! That's what I had pictured. But anyways, go ahead.
Okay, so going back on the disability, I'm just going to recap. Disability claim doesn't count the current disability that I have now.
Yes.
In lieu to that, the person inside of me holding my legs together is like, "Ha, you're now contract with the devil. You don't need me anymore." And GTF. So if they remove their protection of my disability because I am entering this contract, that one doesn't count.
Right. Any non-pre-existing disability.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because I don't want to become a warlock, we are modifying the increase, or turning into a warlock. We are adding the 110d10.
The hurl through hell. Yeah.
What's it called again?
Hurl through hell.
Through hell. And for that, I roll a 10d10. Sorry, do you mind explaining how that works again?
When you hit a creature with an attack, you can use this feature to instantly transport the target through the lower planes. The creature disappears and hurtles through a nightmare landscape. At the end of your next turn, the target returns to the space it previously occupied. If the target is not a fiend, it takes 10d10 psychic damage. You can use this feature once every long rest. There's no save to have the damage or nothing. It's just 10d10.
Great. And is that the only ability that I am gaining from this? Can I?
Well, if you're taking at least one level in Warlock, you're going to get Warlock spells, and presumably some more cantrips.
If I take,
then you'll get some of your spell slots back every short rest, and you'll be able to change your spells out. Every morning or every night, every morning rather.
Oh, okay. Could I exchange some of my rogue abilities?
Yeah, rogue is not a magical casting class.
Okay, so it has to be a sorcerer.
Yeah, because you got to be able to work with the spell slots.
Okay. So, but if I were to add a warlock level, I would lose one sorcerer level, and I wouldn't have access to the higher level spell.
You're gonna gain one warlock level, so you're gonna be a level ahead of everyone else. You're gonna be level 12.
Oh, what the fuck? Yes.
And then if you want to get more levels in Warlock, then you can start eating into your sorcerer.
I see. Yeah. Okay.
That was easy. Okay. All right. So
And what about maxing damage? How does that happen? Do I stick
um,
with the same thing I have now? I roll whatever rolls, and
you
that's the
can
damage it is.
you can pay a soul to maximize damage.
Oh fuck yeah! So can I kill?
So if you killed 3
Yeah.
if you killed 3 in a 7-day cycle, you can like I don't want to say sell, maybe like burn a soul, and then you're down to 2.
Mm-hmm.
So that's 2 for the 7-day
Okay.
cycle, which is what you need.
Right. Okay. So if
You
I
can,
kill more than 2 people per 7-day cycle, I can use either what's in my bank
yes,
to extra damage,
yes,
or I have to keep killing more people to then be able to
yes.
gain extra damage. Okay. Great. I'm going to add in I am banking souls, or the option to bank souls.
Well, yeah, yes, with a cap of 10, and you
At
can spend a soul in order to maximize the damage dice.
soul do extra damage. Okay. Great. Okay. Great.
Mm.
Feel like I'm pretty happy with this.
So does that mean you're gonna sign it?
I'm gonna turn this into a PDF. Hold on. File export to. I just can't sign it. Weird.
I meant to say nations there.
Hold on. Thank you for your patience.
Mm-hmm. I can't wait till
Agreements.
Synod finds out about this. It's like all my hard work of being the group's mom,
yeah.
and you did this.
How am I giving him souls? Maskeen has a pommel. When they mark souls, doesn't mean that they're handed over just yet until they're dead. Is that correct? Or is the marking the handing over of the soul?
The marking is overriding where they would normally go.
Ah. So
when they die, it goes into effect. So you can't just walk around marking people, and then
okay.
like letting them die of old age and be like, ta-da! And clerics and paladins have their souls consecuted. So you gotta figure out a way to work around that if you're gonna start securing those kind of souls, which would be in high demand, of course. But their souls are essentially spoken for by by the Celestials.
I see. But it still doesn't answer my question.
Okay.
Is the me giving of the soul, is that action the marking of the person, or is it their death after their mark?
Death. It's their death.
Okay.
Marking them
So
marking them says where their soul's going. And it'll say who's sending it there. But actually killing them is what sends the soul. Otherwise it's still attached to the body, and that doesn't do anything. That doesn't help. That doesn't help you. Put it that way.
How would I go about marking the souls? Could I get them with an arrow?
Sure.
Could I?
That's entirely your own choice, but it is one way, and it is fixed.
Oh my god! I can do it invisibly. I can just give them a little.
Invisibly.
Oh my Christ!
You could. You absolutely
could. Could I have
a
a ring? Could the devil give me a ring with a little spiky when I open up the ring, and then I spike people and that marks them, so it's like a little mosquito,
Sure. That's doable.
Great, let's do that. Okay, I'm gonna add mosquito ring
Mosquito
to mark,
bite ring. Ring of mosquito bites.
like sneaky, like stealthy.
Do 1d1 point of damage.
Mosquito bite. Okay, great. Sorry, I'm exporting it again.
Mhm.
Britnei and God.
Are you happy with that?
Fine. Yes.
Okay.
Why should I
Okay.
not be?
No, I'm asking because I'm trying to get back. Is all.
Yeah.
Okay, if you need me, pull me back. I'm gonna.
Okay, go for it. I'm just gonna sign and then I'm gonna hop back in.
Oh,
Hey,
Ta-da! Guess who's
Hello?
got a new patron?
Oh
Uh-oh.
my god.
All right,
who
I
might be-
will.
guess who might be changing her character?
Oh shit! You're really gonna be that butthurt about it? All right.
No,
Good.
she's keeping Warlock.
Ah. Well, that's a whole nother discussion for a whole nother time. Then, in it.
Well, that's what I thought about your guys' contract, but whatever, it's fine.
Good shit. Okay. So,
did we?
Are we gonna?
She's
She gonna
lost.
Oh, there we go.
she was just.
Yeah, right.
She was just e-signing the paperwork. That's all.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, yeah.
I sent you a copy of it, Big F. You can read it whenever you want.
I'm trying to.
All right.
Wait,
So,
let me sign it. Let me sign it.
whenever. So, after a period of time,
You made a
Tierra-
contract with the god of indulgence?
That doesn't sound right.
Oh.
She is a bit of a hedonist. I think we all know this.
Yep.
No, the Asmodeus is just the king of hell. He's not.
Is the one that gives power to these contracts. Lord Baal'gru'gul'gore's. Oh my god.
Baal'gru'gul'gore gives power to the contract. Asmodeus gives power to Baal'gru'gul'gore.
Smelter of souls. Okay, sorry, I'm reading through
Failures
this.
having a moment. He's having a hard moment. Wait until you read about the disability clause.
Oh my
Oh.
god.
Shit, does this come with dental?
How many pages is? Oh my
It comes
god.
with no dental. Sadly.
No dental.
No dental, if you can believe
Fuck.
that. I know, right? That's bullshit.
Can I read it? I want to read it.
Y'all got
Shit.
scammed.
Oh, sure. There
Brittany
you
got a
go.
pot.
She posted it. There you go. That's the contract that she has signed.
You realize this branches out into other things that you didn't read, I'm guessing?
No, I read.
That's entirely irrelevant now. She signed it. What she did or did not read is not my problem.
Did you really type this up?
It's
Oh,
Brittany with a heart. You're so ridiculous.
Do you know what Campos Mentis is?
Tiara or me?
Tiara, I'm guessing you know.
Wait, what? Sorry, say that again.
Campos Mentis.
Compass Mentis. No.
Okay.
I thought you said you wrote contracts.
I mostly agreement letters, and we have like basic standardization for dance artists. So,
Okay.
so different.
Do we want to just go over this now instead of continuing on? Because it seems like everybody's very interested.
Okay, so here you're just. There's clauses against resurrection, TV.
Yeah. If I'm done, I'm done.
Oh, wait until you read the.
You are forced to act in the best interests of Baal'gru'gul'gore from now forward.
Yep.
Oh my god. What the
Wait.
fuck did they give you?
Failure to conduct him or herself with due regard of hell's social conventions, public morals, and decency. Do you know the cultural norms of hell?
I'm gonna get to know them real good.
What's the breaks?
No. If you don't do it, automatically, you're insubordinate, and it's over. You can't get to learn them. You either know them or you're fucked.
Welcome to the world of contracts.
Oh. Taylor, do you see that second line of insubordination?
No, I'm not even there yet. I'm looking at the provisions and being like, I can't take you into certain fights now.
Conduct involving moral virtue and valor.
Don't like that.
Holy fuck.
You need to kill 2 people a week now.
Well, somebody has to kill 2 people a week.
In addition to any souls provided by assigned task.
Yes. It must always be 2.
Outside of
Regardless.
what you're being told to do by your
Yes. Yes.
You're not allowed an extension or addendums.
Correct.
But I can bank souls, so I can kill
Yes.
a lot in one go, bank them,
No.
and then
Yeah, the adjustments are at the bottom in red
Oh, okay.
that we made on them. So it's not all quite as it sounds. It's close, though. It is close.
Your god can end this contract with or without any cause at any time.
The deity can. That's Asmodeus. That's not Baal'gru'gul'gore.
Oh, okay.
The patron is Baal'gru'gul'gore. But Asmodeus can end this.
No,
at
it
any
says the
time.
deity or patron may terminate the bound's contract at any time for cause.
Yes,
As
with
follows
cause.
in sport. Oh,
Yes, with cause. The
How's
deity,
laws
can
or
do it
statutes?
the deity can do it without cause.
okay.
Asmodeus. can.
Conduct involving moral virtue or valor. If you're a good person, you're insubordinate. Termination by the deity. Mutually agreed term. Oh, you can get mutually agreed termination. Nice. Death. Bounds death. Contract is fulfilled. Effective. Death if the Lord shall receive the soul. Permanent disability. In the event whatever is new, non-previous.
So we changed that to be any non-pre-existing
yeah,
disability.
because
Okay.
I'm technically disabled. Okay.
Yeah, because of her.
Which
back
means if I
implants.
cut off your hand, your soul
I mean-
goes permanently to Baal'gru'gul'gore.
I think
Chili, do you still want a contract or what?
No, I'm good.
You're good. You're good. You're
I'm
good.
good. I'll just keep sending souls.
I'm happy without a contract, actually. I don't really, don't see any use for one.
You release the claim to be resident, which means if you go to 0 HP and fuck your death saves, gone. Permanently.
yeah, yeah.
Hey, question. Does this contract affect your Lady of the Crystal thing that's in your back?
He doesn't
We're
even know
find
about
out.
that.
He does not know about that. He might now, but he didn't at the time.
Yeah.
We did have a conversation that if the Lady of the Crystal were to decide to GTFO and then I were to come disabled again because she GTFO'd, that doesn't count.
He might try to get that to go into litigation, but yes.
You realize that? Now, every time you help me, your powers are gonna get worse and worse, right? Because that's technically a minor breach.
Sorry, what'd you say?
Under Breach Clause 2, examples of minor breach involve aiding followers of Celestial.
Or morally.
That's my entire character.
Or the
If you help me
evil-
at all,
Oh, shut
your
up.
powers
Well,
get lesser.
I'm sorry.
Devils are
But
not
sisters-
omnipotent. They don't know about everything the instant it happens.
Oh, okay, true.
It's not.
So she just... wait, no, he knows what my fucking patron is.
Well,
He
yeah,
knows what has
because-
claim over my soul.
Because they're fighting over you, like over your head.
Yeah.
That's not the same thing. But yes, he knows what you're associated with. Yes. Doesn't.
Which means the moment he doesn't like you, TT, you're going to be so weak you can't move. Essentially. Like, you will be
I know,
nothing.
isn't this exciting?
I guess I gotta keep on my good side.
There's. she's,
Gotta
just gonna,
deliver.
she's just gonna hand wave it. Watch Tiara hand wave like 5 problems that failure brings up. It's fine. It's fine. I'll just be on his good side. It's fine. I just won't go. I just won't make a left turn ever in the rest of my life.
Okay,
For
look
now,
at general
I
provisions under assignments A. The deity or patron Baal'gru'gul'gore, may freely assign rights under the.
Yep.
Yeah.
She doesn't know what that means.
I could just
Clearly.
put shit in there.
Clear. She had as much time as she wanted to read this. Nobody held a gun to her head.
Oh my god. You fucked us all!
I'm sorry, this is Chili's fault.
This is Chili's fault.
What do you mean this is Chili's fault?
Yes, it's totally her fault. Go with that.
It was collateral. Your soul was collateral. You took this.
Have to do this. You
Oh,
don't.
it doesn't have to be collateral if you didn't fuck us over.
Anybody
I
else
got
want to
bored.
be?
You were
Anybody
like,
else
"Listen,
interested?
succeed on the
Everything
task.
would have been
We just had
a-okay.
a succeed on the task and you would have been free. You wouldn't have had to. Which
You
we
were-
were going to. Which
Oh,
I
you
clearly
didn't have
did
to
in one
kill the
voice.
guy.
Well,
didn't
not
have to
collateral.
kill
You
the
didn't
guy.
need to sign. You both fucked up at different points, okay?
Yeah.
And this is where I come out and say that my monk actually had the power of foretelling.
Ah.
Mm.
And I go back to the past
I
and I
foresaw-
warn the party about
Yeah,
this
we're gonna do-
terrible event.
Okay, we're gonna do a
New
time travel
assignee.
arc. You go back and warn yourselves.
I gotta.
The new
Like,
I
assignee
still would
the
like to kill
innocent,
Kaiter.
one
Yeah,
who
yeah.
never shed blood, a righteous devotee to one of the gods of Celestial, or a being with a challenge rating of an angel or higher.
What's an angel's challenge level, please?
I will look that up.
Disability, non-pre-existing, D10 hurl through hell, hit a creature attack, lower planes, nightmares, landscape, 10d10 to psychic damage,
Oh.
extra warlock.
Yeah, so
buff.
the
Bank souls out of cap 10 in the bank. Spend a should.
oh sorry, spend a soul.
Spend a soul to extra damage.
So if I
Mosquito
got
ring, mark people.
Okay, now, do you want to tell them about the extra text, or do you want me to?
you can go for it.
Okay.
Yeah, I think you're.
So once you're done reading, go ahead and help yourself to highlighting between the red and where the signature is, and then make that font black.
Yeah.
And you guys are already laughing about it. It's not gonna be funny in a second.
You forgot to read.
Oh, no.
Oh, you're so fucked. Oh, you're so stuck. Oh my god. That was hidden tech.
That's fucking evil.
Oh,
Yeah, they're devils,
but it's
bro.
lawful evil. It's lawful. So it's
It's lawful. It's
Yeah,
lawful.
yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah.
on the paper.
It's cool, guys.
lawful.
Okay, an angel is challenge rating 16.
Oh, okay, that's fun. That's fun.
That's
Okay, so my can you
Just
just
have
send me
Chili
the
go in
invisible
first.
text because my my thing fucked
Sure.
the formatting
Oh,
because
some
this was
TT already did.
yeah.
There you go.
Oh no. Oh. Well.
You guys are so much fun to play with. Just bring the contract. He's gonna panic. Synod is gonna panic so hard. It's great.
Please pin that because I don't have the ability to pin.
Aw. Okay, there it's pinned.
Thanks.
No problem, Shug.
To attempt protection. Celestial protection. I don't know your contracting character. I might try to give you this. You realize that, right?
Trying to give me what?
I might try to give you celestial protection
Well,
because of my patron.
Well, failure. You might not want to do that because of Article 6, Number 2.
No, I don't know what these are.
Uh-huh.
I haven't read this contracting
Right.
character.
Out. I'm just saying you might not want to do that.
I know I might not. I don't want to get involved in this. I just don't know that in character. In Infernal with Invisible Ink.
Yes. There are occasions where they have used interplanar ink, but I think that's bullshit. So
Oh,
I'm
that's
sticking with invisible.
such a dick move.
You guys are great. You're just the best group of players I could ask for. This was
PT.
What is
You
session one?
voluntarily entered into a contract with a devil.
it's just so you're clear. Like in hell, devils are lawyers in D&D.
Yeah.
That's why you're doing all this, because
That is where
that's the
lawyers
lore.
go.
Yes. The people in D&D's had a lot of trouble with lawyers, and they don't like them, so they made them ruling over hell. Which is
This
a whole
Well,
other-
the second, the other version of hell. There's also the Abyss,
well, the abyss
which
is
is
where
where
demons
I'm
are.
probably
But
fucking going at the end of this.
Yeah,
Well, devils and
like-
demons hate each other, so that's fine. But whatever.
Oh yeah, they have a cool war going on.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do.
coolest. I actually got
In Avernus, it's like fucking
yeah. I bought
it's like Mad Max.
I got that Descent into Avernus book. I gotta run that one day.
It's fucking great.
Oh my god.
But do you guys know what I get?
I don't think they care about that right now. I don't
What?
think they think it's worth it.
What
Get
can you do now?
10d10. Chili did more than that in one action.
You get 10d10?
She can do
Also, like-
100 damage.
Yeah, maxed.
Max?
Chili did more than that in one
Yeah,
action.
well, okay, but she's not chilly. Like, what do you want her to do?
I want her to fucking do what Chili did and go to the Asian of the group and be like, hey, I want to deal more damage.
Well, I'm gonna deal more damage now. I'm also
Yeah, she
one
definitely
level
is
above.
gonna do that.
No, like, put it like this, you can't get rid of half of my HP with your 10d10.
I don't think I can call that devil a wetlander, so what am
I wouldn't. I don't think I would.
What I mean,
Anyways.
he's clearly not from the wetlands.
You could
so-
call him a Chad. You could do that. That'd be fine.
Nah.
Here is my character's slow descent into death. Thank you very much.
This is TT's controlled character development. All right. She knows,
Yeah.
what,
Control.
she knows what she's
Downward
doing.
spiral.
What the fuck are you doing?
She knows 100% what she's doing.
Hey, I mean,
No
you
doubt
predicted
about it.
this was an evil campaign.
I did call it.
I made my entire backstory around that. I guess we were.
You guys are assholes. I asked if you wanted an evil campaign, and you were like, no. And then you do this.
I mean, I said no, but I winked.
Evil campaign. Wait, what?
It means
do you
we're
mean?
the bad guys.
Yeah.
We're
Ah,
not
okay.
the good guys.
I gave you options like post-apocalyptic, like high school knockoff kind of thing, and then evil campaign and whatever else I said. And you guys
I
were
see.
like, "Oh, we want to do post-apocalyptic. We don't want to be evil." And then you do this.
Well, shit. I guess if my character dies, then I know what I'm doing. Fucking Oath of Conquest Paladin, baby.
You wanna be an oathbreaker?
No,
I can
Oath of
help you.
Conquest.
I can help you do that. Oh, come on.
Oath
I
of
can make you do
Conquest.
that.
Well, yeah,
I'm
yeah,
just
yeah.
gonna
What
be
if-
a
what if-
fucking fascist. Hell
What
yeah.
What if you were just lying at the bottom of a ravine with like no healing abilities and the night coming on, and somebody offered you some help? Things happen.
And that person was Joseph H. Rogan.
Gross.
Yeah,
Even I would say no to that. That's too far, man.
Like, no, I think I'd rather die. I'm not
Yeah,
touching that
yeah,
hand.
I'm not-
He's
That
got
ain't- that ain't worth
plague.
it.
He's got the plague and boils all over him.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Just looking at him makes your
Oh
Uh,
yeah,
drop.
the plague. Yeah.
Oh shit. Do I know that the people here are currently infected? Are they showing signs of
sickness. Death?
Ah,
being ill?
Oh shit! I should have asked the devil
a
to
little
heal
bit.
already. God damn it!
Yeah, it looks like they've got arthritis real bad. they cough and sniffle. They don't look that great. Mazakine's fine. Actually, Mazakine made all of her saves, so she looks healthy and hale and hearty and all
Oh.
that. Everyone else looks like crap.
Well, I'll be just fine because I'm immune to disease.
You know, you say that.
Are you immune to space aid? Out of curiosity.
Yeah.
Uh,
How can you
Depends.
How can you
Depends.
be
Hold
immune
on.
to a disease from
wait a
another
second. Wait a second.
planet?
Wait a second. It's from another planet, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. It's still a part of the same universe, right?
Mhm.
We
My
don't know
immunity
that
doesn't
yet.
come
That
from
is
my
not-
hold on. My immunity comes from a universal power, the power of the spiritual world, the key points and all that. That's where it comes from. It's not my immune system's built different. This is a spiritual immunity.
I'll take that into consideration.
I'll take that under consideration.
Would you like to sign a contract about this disease and how you're not going to get it?
I would.
I would like to talk. I would like to talk to Papa Nerd himself, if you will. I'm sure he's doing fine these days.
I'll give you 3 more in exchange for not this one.
Immune to disease and poison. Actually, it just says immune to purity of body. Like just says immune to disease and poison.
Yes. That's true.
So, is this a disease?
It's-
It's
as
a virus,
As
actually.
opposed to what?
You could say.
a virus is different than a disease.
No.
Alrighty.
It's
Well,
bacteria.
it's not
it's a
easy.
virus. It's a disease.
it's not easy. It's not easy. So yeah.
It's diseasy.
It's a parasite, actually.
Ooh.
Actually, I've named him Greg.
I've named him Greg.
They're a hive mind.
Oh boy. We are a hive mind.
You're about to not need food or water in 4 levels. Oh. Okay, so this was definitely an interesting thing.
Yeah, and I chose
hell?
fucking Kensei.
Oh, you're a Kensei?
Yeah.
I think I was looking at that for one of Gabe's old. Like Gabe had a thing before this,
Mhm.
and I was like a half Kensei, half barbarian.
Well, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I'm
Oh no,
just
I was
going
long death.
full
I was
on-
looking between Kensei and long death.
Oh.
Yeah, I chose long death in the end. Basically, I just wanted to never hurt anyone and be unkillable.
That's funny as hell.
Thank you. I tried very hard with that character.
What do we do with the necromancer body?
Well, it's now the body of not that necromancer, so we should probably figure that out. And also, I looted this entire home while you were signing a contract.
You're right. So it is 11:30. Do we want to call it or keep going?
Honestly, I think we all need to sleep on what's happened tonight.
That is entirely reasonable.
I can keep going, but you know.
Can keep going too. I do need like a piss break first, though, and to refill my beer.
All right, maybe
You know,
Oh,
like
yeah, please
I
control your
should
beer.
do the same.
Okay.
Okay. Chili, you good to keep going?
Yeah, let me reopen it because I closed it.
Just maybe another 30 tops. That's what it won't be.
All right. 5-minute intermission.
Right, I'll be
Yeah.
back.
Yep.
Okay.
Good job, everyone.
Just gonna look at pretty boys. Yeah, good job, Tierra. Way to keep it frosty.
Interesting.
Keep it engaging, you know? Failure.
Honestly,
Everybody's very interested in what you're doing now.
I'm sure. Like, I'm sure my character's gonna die in like 4 games, and then I think I'm just gonna make a healer that demands for people to beg for the healing
Jeez.
of sorts.
Alright.
Or maybe like it's my ex-girlfriend who's come to like stalk me or whatever. I don't know.
Then there's that. Bokwapa?
There's always options. Even if you die, you don't stop playing.
Absolutely not. That's the last thing you do. Ah, jeez. I can't even look at these people.
Oh yeah.
Don't get me started, Tira.
Is this Grinder?
No, this is Milk Boys.
Milk Boys, hello.
Oh, hey, Failure. How you doing?
You know, same shit, different day.
Fantastic. Whew. All right. I really was concerned that we weren't going to have much to tell in a month, but it looks like we will.
Great.
Classic Tiara.
I don't know what the words I would use to recap what's happened so far be. I don't know how I could say this.
Hell.
Right, but that's avoiding all the other stuff. Because we killed Callow too. We had a PvP. We thought of another way to get it by signing a contract with a devil. We fulfilled that. You took the collateral of that contract, right? By the way, after trying to kill a necromancer, which Chili did in one turn, you decided saying, fuck the collateral, I want a contract anyway.
Yep.
You signed what you just fucking signed, and we're not done with this session yet, and that's 2 sessions, woman!
Woman!
Excuse me, old
Forgetting
man.
things.
Freaking all of us out.
What happened to the Southern lady?
The what?
The Southern lady who was with us on the ship.
Oh, the southern.
Did she go back home?
Oh, she said.
Yeah.
I just sure. Just say she went back. Whatever.
Damn.
She had a purpose and nobody seemed to recognize it.
No one gave a fuck.
And
Yeah.
they just dropped her, and it was a lot of RPing for me. So I was like, whatever.
What was her purpose? I'm sorry, I didn't get it.
Yeah. Well, her purpose was that the brittle coma just turned her pink, and that's it. And that was supposed to motivate you all to figure out how to get that sort of solution to your sickness. But then you didn't.
Which, we've made some progress tonight, if Buddy wakes up.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Through, like, the most convoluted, stressful way possible. But yes. There was something in the air that night. The stars were bright. Fernando.
Oh, I love that song.
They were shining there for you and me. For
In ecstasy. Oh, nope.
I think maybe you might have listened to the Weird Al version or something.
For slaps. What is the Weird Al version?
I don't think he did one. He's going with ecstasy. I was like, yeah, sure. Why not? Though we never thought that we could lose, there's no regrets. If I had to do the same again, I would, my friend Fernando. Brown chicken, wow, wow. Whew. Anwana.
Oh, I still have inspo dice.
Mm.
I keep forgetting that. Hello.
Billy is here.
Hello, Chili.
Yeah.
The chilliest.
Il
Had
est
to
plus
get
froid.
I had to get some water. Rehydrate.
Well,
Yeah, I have water too. It's 5% alcohol.
That's the best
That
kind of
is-
water.
I would, but I have to work overtime tomorrow, so.
Oh no.
Aw.
But I go
I've
in at
done my
noon.
overtime already. Oh. So you come back at like what? Basically nighttime? Like straight up the pitch of night.
I go in at noon, and I'll work a half day. That way I don't have to work the weekend.
Wait. So how's that overtime?
Because normally I'm scheduled 38 hours a week. And tomorrow's normally my day off. So I'm
Oh, okay. So it's just like you get an extra half day of work.
yeah.
Oh, oh, okay. I thought you were like, yeah, I'm going in, at like 6 a.m. I'm coming out. Fucking, it's gonna be 16 hours right there.
Damn.
Not quite.
I mean, I
Oh,
can't really say
yeah.
shit. The longest I've worked is a 13-hour day. So
Unless I'm on a on call.
Bro.
Which I have.
Oh, Chili, do you want to come to Finland?
Do I want to go to Finland?
Yeah.
That sounds fun.
Okay.
When?
Summer 2020,
Summer 2020 what?
2023? Next year summer.
Okay. I think my passport's still valid till 25.
Okay, that's good. Yeah, my passport expires only 2 years after. What the fuck?
I got mine in 15 and it's good for 10 years. So.
Okay.
Nice.
We'll consider that part of your wedding gift, I guess.
What are you doing in Finland? That sounds fun.
So I'm already taking Isaac and Lynn.
Oh wow.
I can afford it, right? Like, and a few of my friends are gonna be in Finland, and I want to do hella drugs and alcohol and all of that, but I want to be surrounded by like friends as well. So we're going to a lake house that one of my friends own.
Hey, fuck yeah.
That sounds like fun.
Yeah, it's gonna be a
I
thing.
wish you the many drugs and the many happy times with the drugs.
I'm gonna be on Molly and Coke the entire fucking time.
Oh boy.
See, the only drugs that I want to do are shrooms.
Oh, I've done shrooms. You should come up to Canada. They're like basically.
You can find them in the nature. You go to PI and there's shrooms in the forest. You just go for a walk and there's a shroom, you eat it, and there you go.
Yeah, yeah.
If you want, August 23rd, I'm in Vegas.
Random ones. I don't have means of transportation.
Okay. What? I was about to say province. What state are you in?
Tennessee.
Oh,
Well, that explains why you are the only 10 I see here. But
Aw.
it's right there. Yeah, no, that's way too far of a. Sorry, fuck, I can't just like swing by after my work trip.
Don't worry about it. That's completely respectable.
is anybody near New York?
My friend Charles is in New York right now.
Jiffy's the closest, I think.
Yeah.
Is New York cool?
Yes.
I was thinking maybe to visit a friend in August.
Well,
New York.
assuming we're talking about the city, of course.
Yeah, everything else in New York, like Poughkeepsie, is
Yeah.
fucking jack shit.
It's just,
like
It's
garbage.
a frozen wasteland. You don't go there. It's just New York.
Oh, it sounds like Nebraska.
Maybe Albany, but only because it's the capital. You need to have offices and shit.
Hmm.
Wait,
I
is
just-
New York City not the capital of that state?
No, Albany's the capital. Of New
Albany, yeah.
What the
Oh.
York. You can't fit more government buildings into New York City. You just can't. There's nothing to be done.
Chicago's
I
not
mean,
the capital of Illinois.
It's like 3.5 hours, I think, from me if I drove. But there's a train that goes straight from Baltimore to New York. So why would I do
Wild.
that?
The more you know.
Right.
All I got from this entire conversation is that New sense, and Chili's gonna see me on hella drugs.
There you go.
I charge fly zones.
All right.
So,
So
okay, okay.
after some time passes, well, not Chili. Britnei returns.
Yeah.
Just in a total sweat. It was so hot in hell. Go figure.
Do
She
you
looks.
need to like wipe off or something? I think we have like Someone's gotta have a prestidigitation. Oh, I have one. I'll start cleaning the sweat off.
She looks pretty much the same. I know Mazakine's got a high passive perception.
Got 17.
Yeah, so you would definitely notice. So you would definitely notice that she's got a new ring on her finger. Let me see. I don't even know if Failure
What can I
wants to
do?
know.
What's
I
the
What
don't.
can I do with
what's
passive
mosquito-
insight?
Passive insight. Britnei seems empowered. She seems to be a liberated woman.
Well, I've got
Oh
like
wait,
9,
passive
I
insight
got
me.
19.
Passive insight me.
Oh, I'm passive insight.
Okay. Go ahead.
I don't like that roll.
Whatever
I don't
you
like that
wanna-
roll. I don't like that roll. I don't like that roll. I don't like. What the fuck? I'm rolling literally less than 10 every time. That's a nat 1 at the bottom there.
It's a lot of 9s.
Why is it blue?
Shame.
Because I have halfling's luck.
Oh wow.
Okay. What would you like to know?
how, is he
You
vibing
wanted
right
him to
now?
know.
Is he-
Am I
how,
what?
how is he? How is his mental state? Is he all right?
I'm never all right. I'm basically constantly scrambling to make things better, but every time I look back, I make things worse. I realize to myself I've made things worse, but I'm constantly still striving to make things better. That's my entire mental state.
Okay, let me write that down.
You now understand more about my character than anyone else here, except maybe Chili. I didn't realize you would actually, fuck! Oh, that's a fly. How'd that get up here? It's like an actual fly. Huh.
It's me.
It's nature.
I'm
I don't
the
like
fly.
it. Go away.
No, it
I'm
was
the
like,
fly on the wall.
I didn't get to clean last Sunday or the one before that, so I've got, fruit flies, because I honestly, really just hired. No. Actually, it's I'll do the math later, if it's worth it or not. But, as I live in a pigsty right now.
Oh, what?
I live in a dump right now. Basically, you remember that night in Montreal,
Yeah.
Isaac's apartment?
Yes, I was there.
Imagine that twice the size and 3 times the mess.
Ooh.
How do you live like that? Oh
I
my
don't
God.
want to. I just I don't have time. I'm either
Oh,
working
yeah.
or sleeping or D&D. I also have kayak now, but
Ooh.
Just clean a little bit at a time. Over
I'm, the way
long-
I like to do it is the moment I'm done with something, I like to clean it up right after.
Mhm.
That's
It
good.
just doesn't work out.
Yeah, that's not
Well-
how you're gonna
Right.
get ahead either. You just clean up the messes that you make.
No, see, but normally on Sunday I do a deep clean, which means it's reset. I reset the state, and if I do that, if I do it my way, we just stay a consistent level of just clean. Everything's just clean. It's just not working out right now.
Okay.
What's interfering with your deep clean? Ah,
What?
Ah?
What a problem.
wait. It's not.
I mean,
It's just how it is.
There's certain things that can't be said on chat.
Synod has shown this many times. Oh, jeez. Okay.
I feel like TT has very specific stance right now.
Yeah,
Oh,
but she's very
uh.
consistent about her specific stance. So.
True.
It's a power move.
Go.
Exactly. Gabe gets it. Gabe gets it.
Oh man, been running Fucking 98 point whatever the fuck. Too long. I need to go 104. I want 105.
I could just. I mean, I could just stick a thermometer up a dog's ass and it'll have the same temperature needed for a COVID test.
Yep.
True.
Oh my god.
Mm.
Ew.
You ass.
What do you
Such an
mean?
asshole.
I just
What do you
wanted to
mean?
farm. Jeez.
Does she know this?
No.
Tiara.
I feel like you should maybe.
Tiara doesn't understand why you just don't
You know what?
always tell the truth. She just doesn't understand it.
I do though. Every time.
Ugh. Oh.
Tiara, why do you feel that way?
Why do I? I
boy.
mean, she deserves better now.
I mean, don't I?
You guys both deserve better, I'm sure.
Exactly.
Whoa.
Huh.
Is this for your verbal acrobatics or something?
Yeah, exactly, exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, just.
Oh boy.
Where did you find that
There's
button?
that. You can write in your own skills and stuff. Other things.
Oh shit, is that after the racial motivation? See, I feel like that should be an additional modifier.
It's made him expertise plus modified 5 because it's me.
Oh my god. Is it because you're from the south? I don't get it.
'Cause you're
I'm
from the
confused.
South.
Wetlander.
Actually, our friend
Wait,
Gabe's
can I-
here
can I-
more south than me. I'm just Midwest born whole huck, I guess.
Well, shit, I guess technically I was born in Georgia, but I was raised in the Midwest. What does that make me?
South.
Fucking.
A mutt?
No!
Oh, I did not say that.
Hey, wait a
Damn
minute,
it.
wait a minute. I'm actually mixed blood. What are you trying to say?
That's what.
What?
Yeah.
What do I have to do to. I don't want to be a southerner. I don't.
You were born in Georgia, raised in the Midwest, and you live in Tennessee.
Do I have to pull a Sherman? Do I need to burn Georgia?
No, bro, okay, here's what you need to do.
Do you
You
live
need to get
in
a
dry
dummy
county?
mommy? Okay, wait, let's hear Chili's first and then you can.
Do you live in a dry county? Let's start with that.
A dry county?
Oh boy.
Yes.
No alcohol.
No, well, I'm currently drinking alcohol right now.
Okay! He's
Okay,
one of
okay.
us. He's truly one of us.
Okay.
I mean,
If you were in a dry county where you live in a county where you cannot buy, drink, or purchase alcohol, anything like that, then yes, you're super south. But you like alcohol and you're drinking it, so that's more. I'm leaning more towards Midwest because you've got a very heavy Midwest influence.
hoorah.
Ooh.
That's desirable now? Jeez.
Hey, you know what? It might be after
Anything's-
this.
Anything's better than being fucking. You're a southern.
Okay,
Yo,
Gabe, buddy,
so-
what are you drinking? What's your drink of choice right now?
Okay. I don't have the ability to procure my own beverages yet.
I see.
I'm fucking 20, so I'm in hell.
Oh,
So,
that's right. Quebec, it's 18 men.
Michelob Ultra, superior light beer.
Ah,
Not
okay.
great.
I mean, I'm drinking some beer right now too, right?
Hmm.
I've got like a really nice rum that my friend left me, but I like don't want to touch that because it's like it's surprisingly nice and from Panama. But
Ooh.
tonight I went through a soju bottle and like half a thing of. Oh, that's a 2 liter. Okay, so I went through like a liter of beer tonight.
Oh, wow. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out how to. No, that's not what I want to do.
Skills like racially motivated.
Yeah, I want to make one for hot wings.
Okay, so tools
What
proficiencies,
for-
tools proficiencies, and custom tools. You see that, right? Box.
Oh boy.
Hit hit the plus button.
But I made it, but I'm clicking on it and it doesn't work. Oh.
Then you didn't make it.
Hey, Striff, you want to give me access to our character sheet real quick?
Nope.
No, didn't think so. Oh, right. Gabe, what I was saying.
Yeah.
What you gotta do now, you gotta get yourself a Dommy Mommy, like my first Dommy Mommy. You gotta get her to call you a mutt until you fucking like it. Cause you will fucking like it.
No, I'm not a fan of that type of relationship because I feel like someone says anything mean and I might actually just cry. That's
Dude, that's the best part of it. You should
no.
be crying and pumping the best load you've ever pumped.
I really don't want
Whoa.
that. See, I'm personally more of an egalitarian myself.
An egalitarian. Well, then meet me in the middle, good sir.
Oh,
Be a sadomasochistic switch.
Ooh, that
Oh,
is
like,
pretty in the
is that a
middle.
thing? Is that a thing?
Yeah, I am one. I wish I was
Whack.
bi, because then I'd be a happy sadomasochistic switch who's also bi. I just fuck
Oh
everything
my
that
God.
moved.
Jesus Christ.
He just hasn't met the right guy yet.
Was it lesbians can double jump or some cool shit like
Yeah.
that? That's crazy.
Damn it.
I
Oh,
know
damn it.
the gays get Eldritch Blast. That's cool.
Yeah, the gays do get Eldritch Blast.
Can't wait for Gay Wrath Month.
One sec, let me
gonna
just
be my
spam
favorite.
something in chat real quick. The gays get Eldritch Blast.
That's pretty gay.